You know the story we've all been told, right? Get a good, stable 9-to-5 job, and that's your path to success. But what if that whole story is just that, a fiction? A story designed to keep you on a treadmill, grinding it out 40 hours a week just so you can afford the life that lets you, well, do it all over again on Monday. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that fiction. All right, so here's the absolute heart of the matter. The fundamental flaw in the whole 9-to-5 setup is that you are trading your most valuable, totally finite resource, your time, for something that can literally be created out of thin air, money. It's a trade where the deck is stacked against you from day one. Let's make this super real. Imagine you get that paycheck notification. $2,000, a whole month of hard work. You're feeling good. But then you look closer at your bank account. The actual deposit? It's only $1,456. Wait, what? Where'd the other $500 go? Well, as you can see here, these invisible hands, federal tax, Social Security, Medicare, they've already taken their cut. Your money is shrinking before you even get a chance to touch it. And that disappearing paycheck, it leads us right into the core problem, what we're calling the time for money trap. It's all based on this dangerously simple equation that, honestly, runs the lives of millions of people. Just look at this. It lays it all out so clearly. On one side, you have your time. It is your single most finite resource. You can't make more of it, and it only earns you money when you are actively physically working. But on the other side, you've got money. And money, it's a whole different beast. For all practical purposes, it's infinite. And, this is the crucial part, it can be put to work for you, even when you're sleeping. So, which one would you rather bet your future on?
And here's what that really means for you. By tying your income directly to the hours you put in, you are creating a hard ceiling on how much you can ever earn. Think about it. If you get sick, you get burned out, you want to take a vacation, guess what? The income stops. You're literally limited by your own biology.
But, believe it or not, it actually gets worse. It's not just that your potential is capped. Nope, there are these unseen forces out there that are actively working to devalue the money you do manage to bring home. And these forces, they come in two flavors. First, you've got the obvious one, the overt theft, taxes. We all see that coming. But the second one? Oh, this one is way sneakier, way more dangerous because it's completely silent. We're talking about inflation. Okay, let's take a simple $5 bill. We all know what this is, right? We have a pretty good idea of what it can buy. Well, what it can buy today isn't what it's going to buy you next year. Because of inflation, that very same $5 bill gets you a little less coffee, a little less gas, fewer groceries every single year. Its real value, its purchasing power, is constantly and quietly bleeding out. And that right there is why that old advice, just tuck your money away in a savings account where it's safe, is so incredibly dangerous these days. You think you're playing it safe, but in reality, you're just sitting there watching your future get quietly pickpocketed, day after day. And you think that's wild? It gets even crazier. See, while your money is sitting there, being safe in the bank, guess what? It's not actually in the bank. Through this system called fractional reserve banking, the bank can lend out up to 90% of your money to other people, charging them crazy high interest rates while they give you what, pennies? They are literally using your money to make themselves rich. So let's say you beat the odds. You work hard, you get that raise, you're finally earning more. Awesome. But for so many people, they just fall right into another trap, a personal one. We call it the lifestyle treadmill. You know how this goes, right? Step 1, you get that amazing raise. So, step 2, what do? You upgrade. You get that nicer car you've been eyeing, you move into a bigger apartment. But then, step 3, suddenly your monthly bills have magically expanded to eat up every single new dollar you're making. And now, you're right back where you started. You're not any freer, you just got a more expensive cage. And this quote just nails it. You're not actually building anything real, no ownership, you're just renting your life, but with extra steps, usually to look successful to people who are way too busy worrying about their own treadmill to even notice. Okay, so that is a pretty bleak picture. I get it. But here's the good news. You can hack this system. And the very first step? It's a massive shift in how you think. It's all about buying back your most valuable asset, your time. This slide shows the whole game. On one side, you've got the worker mindset. They think, my time is what I sell, so their potential is always capped, and the money stops the second they clock out. But then, you have the owner mindset. They think, my money is what I put to work, so their potential is literally unlimited, and they can make money even when they're fast asleep. And this is the secret that most people miss.
People who break free, they don't just hoard money. They spend money to save time. Think about it. They'll pay for grocery delivery or a cleaning service, not because they're lazy, but because they understand that every single hour they buy back is an hour they can use to think, to create, to build something that's going to give them a way bigger return.
And that idea leads us right to the ultimate hack, the engine that really lets you break free. The secret to making your money work for you, not the other way around.
It's called compound interest. And honestly, it's the closest thing we have to a financial cheat code. It's basically the process where your money starts earning returns, and then those returns start earning their own returns. It's like your dollars are creating little clones of themselves that also go out and get jobs.
And the power of this thing is just mind-blowing. As you can see, the growth is super slow at first. In year 1, you'll barely even notice it. You might even get discouraged. But you gotta give it time. Look at year 15. Things are really starting to move. And then by year 30, whoa, the growth goes completely vertical. That right there is your money doing the heavy lifting for you.
Now, the key thing to get here is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Real, lasting wealth isn't built in a few days or weeks. It's built over decades by consistently feeding this quiet, powerful engine and just letting it do its thing, multiplying your gains while you're out there living your life.
So, look, the whole 9-to-5 system, it's really designed to create compliant, predictable workers. But once you see behind the curtain, once you realize it's a fiction, you can start to write your own rules. Which brings us to one last question for you to think about. If you start thinking like an owner today, right now, what's the very first time-sucking task you're going to pay someone else to do, just to buy back a little piece of your freedom?